Some of the other trends that we're witnessing is globalization.
We have to have a very broad focus and look how this is going to affect everybody.
That the state of California is going to face a $53 billion budget shortfall. Everything that gets connected to the California state budget is going to be impacted. But I'll tell you what I'm hearing, Darius, that makes me very nervous is the politics that are involved in what Biden is doing and the ultra left, which is now empowered in our government. They're making it sound like, hey, we're going after, these very elite rich people, these 1%ers that, have all this wealth. Maybe they're a .com CEO or something like that. Or maybe they're harboring money in offshore deals and we need to go tax these people more. But the reality is what our guests are telling us tonight, that really normal families that live in the Central Valley, which are not ultra wealthy, left-leaning CEOs of Google, normal families are going to get a huge brunt and burden of Biden's new tax structure.
We need to have affordable housing for everyone here. I mean, all of us here have benefited from the system. None of us here were born with silver spoons in our mouths. This whole idea of capital gains taxes, we're going after the uber wealthy, the oligarchs who control this economy.
But here's the deal. All of this language, like people born with silver spoons in their mouth, we all benefit from the system, going after oligarchs, all of this is Marxist front language, okay? That's all this is. What we're experiencing with Joe Biden and Ed's tax plan is a shift of wealth, taking from some people and giving it to some other people. And I don't know, I'm not going to go much further than that, but I'll tell you, that's all this is about. And we know the plan, we've seen it. And let me tell you something, when they pulled this shit off in Russia, they went after the wealthy. It's the poor that paid the price. And that will happen here in America too. They target the wealthy, they get everybody to come along, but it's the poor people will pay the ultimate price.
These are very different issues, different things we're talking about, and sort of have to keep it separate. And the 1031 exchange situation, the impact that it's just would be devastating. It really, really would be. We're already, again, in a national housing crisis, California particularly because of CEQA and everything else, the difficulties building, other regulations, things like that. It's an incredible tool. And we all know that real estate is the number one way for Americans to build wealth, live, get where they need to be. And we're talking about people not having enough rentals, no places to live, rent control, all of that kind of thing. That's what, it can't all be on the backs of housing to fix.
If we think of the bottom rung or the first-time home buyer, they're wanting that potential inventory that we're hoping to see available to first-time home buyers is going to be extremely difficult to find resale homes available. Why? Because investors are going to loathe the idea of selling, especially if they have to pay a tax. So it's just going to gum up the works, and it's going to continue to exacerbate the first-time homebuyer dilemma of trying to find homes to purchase.